I don't like people. I just want to be out on my own, living out on my own in the middle of nowhere. But that makes zero sense because you're literally living in a community with other people. So I don't get it. I feel like if you want to go live on your own, go live, like go buy a house, like, go build a house.
The thing that we talk about all the time is what we want to talk about today. And that's how much we hate those large master planned communities. Yeah. Not like just a high rise with mixed use retail or anything like that, but how much we actually hate the
like
massive
the
tract
suburbs.
homes. Yeah, well, where there's like 4,000 houses.
I hate the suburbs.
Yeah, 4,000 houses all built in one area. And then the only thing that you can access is a large shopping center next to it.
And you have to drive everywhere.
Even to your neighbor's house that's in the same community.
And you have no access to good restaurants. For me, that's terrible.
Well, maybe you could go to like the Chili's.
You can't go to, no.
Yeah, and so wanted to talk about that a little bit, and then something that we are doing just in general is we do like a weekend planning session with us and Joe, and we always bring some sort of a snack, even though Joe's a big faster. We always bring snacks and make him eat something, and try some new food. And Joe's tried this already. Everybody that knows us has already tried it. It's a pound of queijo. So we thought for our first episode.
And it's the only thing Jared knows how to really pronounce in Portuguese.
But we thought for our first episode that pound of queijo would be the right snack to bring.
And Joe's been eyeing this for like 30 minutes now. So go ahead, Joe. Here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, people.
Adam, Julie, I wish you guys could have one right now. And tell me this isn't better than the Colombian cheese bread. It's a little cold right now.
Pan de bono.
Pan. Who cares?
You know, I find most of those cookie cutter developments to be in the Sunbelt. A lot in Florida. Way too much in Florida. And in Texas, too.
Yeah. Anywhere where you have space, they just started doing that. It's terrible.
In New York, on the other hand, no, every house is different. Colonials, built over 100 years ago, it's now 50.
Yeah, but the main thing is like all of the old communities had already been built like in that way, right? Like everybody would like buy their land, build their house, and just design it however they wanted. And it wasn't until recently that, I say recently, but like the last 60 years that people have been doing these massive developments. And they just get bigger and bigger because the private equity firms have gotten bigger and bigger. And their need to deploy capital increases as well. And so they have to figure out how do they maximize the amount of money that they're putting out and the number of houses that they're building.
It's a shame.
Yeah. So,
but like in New York, like in upstate New York, I think that's what you're referring to. You don't see it a lot.
Right, but
like in upstate New York.
But there's no
Westchester County.
Yeah. Well,
Westchester has been there for a really long time.
Yeah, that's the best. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying is that those things that have been there, but there are like economic realities that are forcing people who are in the real estate development business to go do that or to seek it out because of the capital markets primarily and the ability to find land in large enough amounts.
And sorry if this offends anyone, I just don't like them. Yesterday we drove by, it was like at least 25 acres that they were starting like a development on.
In Aventura.
By Aventura, like right off like the freeway. It was like, guaranteed this is just gonna be like a huge, massive homes, like apartments, and then all the homes where you can pick like from between like 5 to 10 like different style homes, and then people go in and then they just pick, I don't know how to nicely say this, but then they just pick their shitty finishes for their homes, you know what I'm talking about? And then that becomes, like it's like a Dania Point almost, and then you'll have some restaurants and it's always like these terrible restaurants, and then they'll probably put like, this is not to like be mean or rude to anyone, but it's just the reality of it. And then they'll put like a Cooper's Hawk in there because that's like the nicest thing.
This is what we're trying to change.
And then,
this is what we're trying to fix.
yeah.
I was gonna mention, so there are some of what's interesting is they're not cookie cutter, but it's like the same idea. Similar to where Mike Tyson bought his house in Delray, where when you get farther out west where there is more land, there are developers that are making it more of a boutique, master planned development for single family houses. What do you guys think about those? Because they still sell for a lot.
Never heard of it.
Like Mike Tyson bought his one in Delray for like
And
10
it's
million.
and it's in like one of those.
It's not in one of those. It's still gated, and every house is different, but it's still kind of the same idea. And
But
I'm just not a fan.
that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think that it's any different.
Yeah, it's not.
It's just you're spending more. It's
5
still
million, 10 million instead of like 500,000.
It's-
You just have better finishes, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And
Right?
I think people are buying it for the space, to have a yard, to have all these things.
Well,
But the house doesn't do them justice to make it a home. It
yeah,
becomes a commodity,
yeah.
which is not
Well,
cool.
that's what we were talking about yesterday. People would rather buy these like 3,000, 4,000 square foot homes for like, I don't know, like $400,000, $500,000 in like bumfuck. But anyway, long story short, it's a massive development, like just massive, for so cheap. But you're in the middle of nowhere and you just have to drive everywhere. And all of these people, I was telling you yesterday, all of these people, their like idea behind all of this, when they buy these homes, they're always like, oh my God, it's because I want to live, I don't like people, I just want to be out on my own, living out on my own in the middle of nowhere. But that makes zero sense because you're literally living in a community with other people. So I don't get it. I feel like if you want to go live on your own, go buy a house, go build a house out in like a farm or the woods or some forest or something somewhere. Like you're literally living in a community, and then you're gonna exit your community, and right next to it, it's gonna be another 1,000 homes of communities. And just gonna keep doing that. So I don't know where or why people have that idea of, oh, I just wanna be out, like on my own, like just, I don't wanna be next to people. I just wanna have space and be out on my own. You do that in the forest, not in like a community, like a master mega planned community.
Yeah, and I was thinking about it this morning. Actually, was like where I actually grew up was a master planned community. I had never really thought of it because Rio Vista was so small. And where exactly we lived was, and the master planning kind of happened up against all of these homes that had already been there. So there's a lot of, even on the same hill that we lived on, there were other older homes that had already been built that were all more unique. And then our little area, like our court, and then around the corner was quote unquote master planned. There's only, I don't know, like 50 homes or something that was a part of it. So it wasn't this massive thing. And so, I don't know, so I got to grow up in a master planned area, but some of these communities are like the size of Rio Vista. Now Rio Vista they're doing the same thing. First there was the senior living place with a golf course like outside of town. And that was just kind of like, and for us that were in town, like an unknown area, other than we had these old people that were coming into town, right, when we were little kids. And then after that, as the town started to deteriorate and get more run down, they built a couple other communities and everybody moved out to those. And so now the whole town is kind of like dead, other than people are living in these master planned
That's
areas,
terrible.
right?